Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Always, and welcome back to Modded Terraria. In the last episode, we were, we were just kind of exploring around and whatnot, not really doing too much of anything of note, trying to figure out how to kill some bosses. As you can see, the next, official boss we're supposed to kill is the Queen Bee and the Viscount and the Ancient Flyer. We're gonna skip to Skeletron. We're going to try to beat Skeletron today. Now, of course, that means that we're going to need to wait around for night, unfortunately. That just passed, but that's fine because we need to go do some building. And speaking of building, I went ahead and upgraded our apartment complex while we wait for more NPCs. And honestly, kind of looking, we have plenty of potions and whatnot, so we should be good. Is there anything we want to get rid of? No, not really. I think everything here will be fine. So, we need to get to the dungeon. And from there, we'll take care of some business. So, let's get the full map. The dungeon is way out here. Skeletron is not usually too bad of a boss. We are in expert mode, so it will be a little bit more difficult, but ultimately it shouldn't cause too many problems. That being said, hopefully I'm right. That's the concern. So we can go ahead and summon one of our pterodactyls from the prehistoric amber staff that I believe we got last episode. I'll be honest, it's been a while since I've recorded. Oh my gosh, it's been a while since I've recorded this series. This series is, well, grindy at points. It's a little annoying to play just because of that, but all in all, really, it shouldn't matter too much. Some things that we need to do is we need to work on getting a lot of different things. I don't know what that's firing at, but whatever. We need to beat some bosses. We need to get more powerful gear, and I think going to the dungeon is going to be a good way to do that. Not only can we get stuff like what's it called? What is it called? It's the Water Bolt spell, which is a really good spell. We can also try to get some new stuff. I think last episode we were fighting bosses. I think that's what we did. We fought a bunch of bosses to just test out our gear. But yeah, we're almost to the dungeon, I do believe. We're relatively close anyways. I want to try to get some more NPCs. I don't know what's next or anything like that. I'm sure defeating Skeletron will give us something. Most likely. But if not, who knows? Who cares? Doesn't matter too much. So, this is the dungeon. And oh no, not quite. Never mind. I take it back. So we're gonna set up a little bit of an arena. Nothing too major, just a little bit of some platforms. I went ahead and made a bunch of platforms, and we have some stuff like heart lanterns, as well as the other things, the campfires, which will help out. And all in all, that stuff should be pretty useful. And then while we're waiting, I don't know what we'll do. We'll just kind of hang around. But we can go ahead and destroy all this stuff. And unfortunately, we didn't get lucky with anything up top, but that's okay. So, first of all, let's break these ropes, and let's flatten out this area just a little bit. We don't want to have, too much issue. And one of the things, I know I've been putting off building a house. Terraria building is kind of a pain. I'm not gonna lie, it gets a little tedious pretty quickly. But one of the things about building is going to be... we need to... Nope, wrong thing. We'll need to kind of get good blocks and whatnot. And so deciding on that is kind of annoying as well. But the biggest thing is because I want to do this whole, like... actually, we want that up a little bit farther. Because we want to do this whole, like, building in a cave type of thing, it's going to require us to do quite a bit of stuff. Let's do, like, here. Can we easily jump? Yeah, that should be good. And then, like, here. And then, like, there. So let's get rid of these wooden platforms. And we're just going to go a decent ways. Hopefully not mess up too much. Just so we have a nice area to fight. Yeah, that should be good enough. Let's destroy this. And yeah, building arenas is not really my like type of thing that I like to do. But with Skeletron, it's pretty easy. You just want something that you can move a little bit more vertically and have plenty of space to kind of work around. We probably want to do more than this. So let's make a ton of these. Let's go all the way over here. That should be good. So what we're gonna have to face with all of this is, well, Skeletron's gonna be trying to hit us with his arms, and because this is expert mode, we kind of need to defeat his arms. If we don't, then we'll have problems. But other than that, like, we just need to avoid getting hit by him, and it should work out pretty good. And our pterodactyl is just wrecking things as we build. But we'll get this built. We'll fill that in here in a second. And then we're going to put some heart lanterns down, as well as we'll get some other things taken care of. So just do this. And here as well. And then this one will be key, because what we can do is we can just flatten out this area as well. And with the sand blocks, it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, so one of the big things that I want is I want to have a pickaxe that is really fast to clear land before we start building our cave dwellings for our NPCs. I don't know how many NPCs we're going to end up having by the end of this, but we're going to have a lot. I know that much. Ooh, pink prickly pear. That is a dye, in case you didn't know. And there we go. Cool. So that looks decent. We have plenty of room to maneuver. I'm definitely going to want the arrow stone for the fight. Yeah, that's a lot better. Alright, so we're going to want to put a piggy bank down first. And we can deposit all, except for the campfires, but we'll put those down. So, Nasty Gravebuster, Shadow Ball. I don't know if we want any of those, to be honest. But, so we're going to want something like this, I think. And then some heart lanterns. I believe we can put it... we have to put it on a block. So something like that. And we'll put the other one, like, here. I think that'll be good. So it is nearly night. The plan is basically, once it is night, we're gonna summon the Skeletron, And we're going to hit potions. So we have our granite staff. We have our petal wand, which is amazing. Sunbeam, which does homing. And we do have a space gun, but honestly, I don't know that we want to use it all that much. Something I want to see, we can turn this into a magna cannon. Actually, we can do that like immediately. But it doesn't... Huh. I wonder what that's like. So we might want to make another space gun so we can do that and test it out. Because I have no idea why we'd want that. Arcane Bolt. This is a recipe. This is something we can do. We can turn it into with crystal stuff. So later we can power that up. Shadow Ball is not material. Gravebuster is not material. Okay. So there's a lot of things the Bloombuster is, and I believe that's a really powerful bow. Hellwing, Bloombuster, Star Spray, and okay. So how do we make that one? It's Golden Bones. So we can make that one soon. Okay, so we might be able to make a really good bow here soon. That's good to know. We might look into that here soon as well, just to... Oh, hey, that was a... There was a thing there. One of those guys that does a thing. Alright, so it is almost night. By the way, if you speak to the old man, he'll tell you to come back at night. But what we can do, we have a bunch of potions. One of the big ones that we're going to take that's going to help. I'm going to take all the potions, but the summoning potion will help us a little bit more. Because, let's get rid of our money. And might as well put that away too. One of these days we'll do a blood moon and try to get the pet that's a piggy bank. Because that would be really useful. So, are we happy with what we have? I want the speed, I want the mana regeneration, and I think having the worm staff would be better than the Tim Scroll, just because Skeletron's probably resistant to most things. So, once we can get in here, we can explore the dungeon. There's probably going to be a lot of stuff in here. I don't know if it like makes any difference with anything, or anything like that, but yeah, we want the balloon. The Rotten Brain does increase damage when you're below life, but I don't think it's as good as the boots. Yeah, most of the stuff isn't really as good as what we have equipped, so eventually we'll be able to make more armors and stuff, which could be helpful, but for now we'll just kind of stick with what we have. Alright, so it's almost night. And then we can fight this. So we have the Potion of Summoning. I was talking about this. What this is going to allow us to do is summon another friend. Because currently we can't. We can switch them, but actually random, I think. But yeah, we can summon another friend. And with that, we have a ton of life regen increase. And it's almost night. It's so close. I think he just talked about Skeletron. No. He does talk about Skeletron, though. So, apologies for waiting, but I don't want to cut this. Oh, pooped. Oh, come on. It's close enough tonight. So, the whole idea with this is we're going to try to get into the dungeon just so we can get some more powerful gear. And we can always light this up as well. Why not? It's not going to be even or anything like that, but it's fine. Alright. Where is the night music? Is it not night yet? Come on, Skeletron. So once we summon him, we're probably going to use the petal one, maybe the granite one. We're going to swap between those two. And we don't have the mana flower. Oh my gosh, come on. So we might have to... Isn't it K? Settings. Apologies. Hotkeys. Quick mana J. Alright, so... Alright, stranger, do you possess... Nope, I want to get away from him. Alright, let's do this. So we'll summon... And... It looks like he's... Summoning, Wow, this is actually not too bad so far. We need to destroy the hands because in expert mode, the skull has increased defense until you destroy both hands. He is also summoning a lot of skulls. Ooh. Oh, that's his arm. Alright, now we have... Oh wow, yeah, he's summoning a lot of skulls. The Calamity mod actually makes a lot of differences to the what's it called? The vanilla bosses. So I guess let's just use the Sunbeam Staff. It's actually pretty powerful against them, and we don't have to really aim. Alright, so... Come on, 5 more seconds, we can heal. J. Heal. Alright, we've got this. Cool. So we... Okay, pockets of granite and marble in your world tremble. Stars are brightening, the ice caverns are shimmering. Alright, well that was a lot of things that just happened all at once. We have a shadow diamond, we have a treasure bag, oh my god, we have the Skeletron action figure plus the trophy. Curses said to only affect the elderly. After they're afflicted, they become an immortal vessel for an ancient demon of the underworld. Alright. Torn note. Defeating all mechanical bosses allow you to make a special... I said bosses. Allows you to make a special vending machine. What is that? A cog spider? Oh my gosh, there's so much new stuff. Alright, let's put that down. It's a quick stack. Torn note. Skeletron. Treasure bag. We'll open that here in a second. The bone saw. Oh my gosh, it's a... Oh, it shoots out stuff too. That's cool. Energized metal. Alright, we're getting into more stuff. And then we got the Skeletron trophy. Got the bone glove and the mask. Bone glove is not super useful to us, but whatever. Alright. So let's grab our piggy bank and... Oops. Because I went ahead and opened the bag, we didn't really get anything that good, but we can head into the dungeon now. Okay, cool. So why not explore the dungeon for a little bit? So far it's been just a pretty much sheer drop. And we get hit by a trap. Alright, I want a couple water candles. I've never learned what the books look like for water bolt, but that is a gelatinous cube. And then there is a dungeon cube, which... Alright, well then, we have a dungeon key. We can open our first dungeon chest. And we get a shadow key. Cool. Alright, well that was a lot of new stuff right at the beginning, and our friends killed them all. Alright, let's deposit all. heal some additional health afterwards. That's kind of cool. Alright, so jelly is interesting. We're going to get a lot of weird stuff. Angry bones and a dark caster. We want bones if we can get them. Those are also different. Different texture it looks like on those. I don't even know what they're called. Lamps, lanterns, something like that. Oh hey, mechanic. So we now have the mechanic. And the dark caster. We'll grab more bones. So the dungeon is, if you haven't played Terraria or you haven't played in a while, the dungeon is kind of the place where you go to farm enemies before making your last little stand before hard mode. The dungeon's going to give you a lot of stuff, and it always does, it always has, but it's also a just complete and utter pain to deal with because of the water candles and just the number of mobs. Hey, we got water bolt. Awesome. It's not that good, but that's fine. Whatever. Our dinosaur is not sure what to do. There is another dungeon thing. Those are weird looking. Those are just weird in general. We have another key, so we can open this. Shambler, you're new. And he locks you up. Cool. We got a terrible Muramasa. So the gold chest, there's like, I don't even remember how many different items there are. Some gold things over there. Let's heal. Make sure we keep our health up. Let's see. That's a door. Okay. Bookshelves. More dungeon. Yeah, the Shambler gives us shackled. Looks like we're stuck to that for a little bit. And we just got a watch, I think. Oh no, we're next to a clock. I was like, wait, hold on. I know this trick. So another gelatinous cube. And a Crimson Brutalist. Well, luckily, I can kill basically all these guys without too much concern. Ooh, something new. So these jellies, these gelatinous cubes are fairly strong, and they almost are like king slimes. They also slime you, liquefied. All right, loot all. Stream Sting. So that is a new bow that looks pretty cool. Where our inventory is an absolute mess. Alright. Put that down. Quick stack everything. Loot all. And we're going to have a lot of spawns. There's something down there that's giving off light. I kind of want to go see what that is. We'll go look in a second. Quick stack. Is it the Shamblers? Ooh. These guys attack from a far distance. Alright, so Dark Steel Knights. There's a lot of things. This is cool, but this is a little overwhelming at times. Dark Steel Cores. Looks like there's another one of the dungeon cubes up there. Let's lay things up as we go. Angry Bones. I don't want to die, so we will retreat before too long. But I want one of these. And I want one of those. Alright. So these angry skulls, what are they called? Curse skulls. If they hit us, we can no longer attack with our sword. Just fine. or attack at all. Alright, good to know. We are gonna die. Please, Mr. Dinosaur, do your job. Alright, let's get out of here before we die. Whew. Alright, so that was cool. That is a lot of things that we can go do in the next episode, which is really good. We're going to want to keep the golden keys. I almost want to... Let's see, what do we have? Anything good? Not really. The alchemy tables are really cool, but we don't really care about those as much as the other stuff. The other one, the enchanting table, because of... basically the difference between them is we want to collect the... I want to see what this is. We want to collect the enchanting tables so that we can get more minions. Whereas the other thing doesn't really do much outside of potions. It's so you can it helps you craft potions and stuff like that, but it's not super important to us because of our NPCs. So that's what I was trying to get to saying. Anyways, the clothier has arrived, aka the torn note. So, what is this? Be careful. Use it more than 10 times. It will release a random mechanical boss. This will reset the machine counter to 0 so you can use it again after destroying or evading the boss. There's something else, but you couldn't read it. So, Wing of the World? Otherworldly Amulet? Alright, so there's a lot of things there that we need to kind of deal with. But the clothier has shown up. And I think we're full up on houses again. No. This is valid, right? Yes. So the clothier, if you didn't know, is the dude that was Skeletron. We also have the mechanic, which I don't know if she sells anything new in this. She certainly does. Bard items. Cool. And some other things. That is cool. Oh, the clothier sells all of the different dungeon walls. There we go. Also the couch, that is a reference to Chippy, I do believe, who is very well known for his Terraria stuff, videos and all that kind of stuff on YouTube. So what does this do? We can make a starplate beacon. So that is used to make... I think that's used to make the... Oh, hey, the musician. Cool. The starplate raider. Yes, it is. Which I believe, and I could be wrong about that, but I believe that is a, like, pre-hard mode alien boss. So that's kind of cool. Are you the one that has potions? You have some potions. Dungeon teleportation potion. Cool. So I like probably the biggest mod that I like in this is the Alchemist NPC, just so that we can have pretty much whatever we want to buy. Music box. Cool. So let's go to the dungeon. It's going to teleport us directly there. Can use shine and that. And we use an endurance potion. That should be good enough. Alright, so we go really far down before anything happens. But let's continue exploring the dungeon just a little bit. We're not going to worry too much about it today, but let's go ahead and finish a little bit of an adventure. We'll grab plenty of bones. At the next episode, we'll do some crafting, and then we'll see about taking on maybe some more bosses. Maybe go see what's different at the ice caverns, all of the different places. So, nothing too major here. I want to try to find the hard mode chests. Because those would be nice to at least know where they're at. Yeah, there are a variety of lamps in here, and I wonder if that's the furniture mod doing it, or what. So we have another... Ooh, we get the cobalt shield. That is really good. It prevents knockback. There's also something right there. It prevents knockback, which is nice. But more than that, we can turn it into other things. And eventually, it's part of the Ankh shield, which is a very powerful item. But also one that's really hard to get. So let's go down this time. There is another place where we need a key. These guys are just jumping. We need to heal. Wow. We're taking a lot of damage here. Ooh, another shambler. Alright, let's just... Can you shamble us from there? No. You cannot. Okay, cool. And Angry Bones. This is a great place. Hey, there's the hollow chest. Okay. So that is good to know. We can get that much later in hard mode after Plantera, I believe. Or, oh my gosh. I can jump. After Plantera or the Golem, I don't remember which. There is another. And we have any more gold keys? Of course not. There's a ton of these chests, which is good, but we need to kill dungeon slimes, which speak of the devil. And I've seen some other things, some modded things also have the golden keys, which again speak of the devil. Alright. There is a lot of stuff spawning here. Let's heal. We're stuck for a second. There's a normal chest. These always contain a golden key. There's so much stuff going on. Alright. Just kill him. And there's another one. Ooh, I want that. What's that? I don't even know. What can we put away? We don't need those. Spirit droplet. Alright, so what we can do is place that. Deposit all. Except for the golden keys. Loot all. Break the chest. We need to heal. Alright. So we can start opening these. I saw something over there. Where are you? Crimson Brutalis. And another jelly slime thing. So there is a ton of stuff in here. Ooh, midnight oil. I don't even know what that stuff is. No. Loot all. Break it. Midnight oil. Okay, so it's literally an item. It's a consumable. That's cool. So we are so weak. Ow. That doesn't help. The big reason that we're so weak is because there is a water candle nearby that is affecting us. Alright, that didn't work. And this is not the way we came. So let's get out of here. Ooh, we got a blue moon. That's kind of cool. And that's about it. So, I think we're going to go ahead and end the episode off there. We got a lot of cool stuff. We're going to continuously get more. So I think next episode, what we should focus on is seeing what all we can craft, what all we have available to us, and then start looking at maybe exploring the dungeon a little bit more, and maybe taking on some of these other bosses. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!